Hey fashionistas, and welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween. Today's like a little bit of a voodoo doll. It's not my favorite look ever. It's pretty simple. I wanted to do it a little bit different, but, you know, I ran out of time and all that stuff. But it is kind of fun and cute, like for a kid's costume and all that kind of stuff. But definitely subscribe, and if you guys want to see how I did this, keep on watching. So I'm going in with a tan face paint. This is by Mayron. It's a water-activated face paint, and I'm just buffing that all over my face to get that nice beige color. And that's really going to help translate that voodoo doll transformation. So the next thing is really about texture, and I tried to take real burlap to make myself look like fake burlap and buff in between the cracks, and it didn't really work. So we're just going to say F that for a second, and we're just going to contour with some brown eyeshadow. I'm going with like a nice medium brown, and I'm just contouring in with that initially, and then we're going to take a darker shadow, which I'm going to grab right now, and we're going to buff that at the base of that line to help deepen it up to add more shape. And then also with that color and a bigger, fluffier brush, I'm going to apply that around the hairline just to add depth and definitely hit the jawline as well. So from there, I'm taking a blending brush with face paint on it, and I'm using it, since it's a blending brush, it's fluffy, it gets really pointed when it's wet. So I'm going to use that to just kind of dot texture marks all over my face to kind of transition as burlap, but not really, so. So now I'm taking a little bit and also contouring the sides of my nose to add more shape in that area as well. So I got these big buttons from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to use that to glue on. But before we do that, we're going to go in with some stitches. So I'm just creating a little bit of a smile mark going up my cheekbone. And then with that same liner brush and black water activated face paint, we're just going to add those stitch marks. So you're just going to crisscross them. Some are straight, some are X's. You know, you just get it done, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying. So I'm also going to do a line straight down straight down my face and also add stitches there. I kind of wish I did more of an illusionary makeup where the stitch mouth was underneath my on my top lip, and I kind of blacked out my chin to give me like a fake round head, but whatever. Next time. So I'm taking cream white face paint, and I'm going to use it to highlight some of the areas in the stitches. It's going to add a little bit more dimension and make it look slightly raised above the face, or also just like a white line. And I'm also going to take some bigger white stitches just to add some more depth, because I mean, I was feeling this is very flat. I'm used to more like, you know guys, I'm grunge fam. We're grunge fam here. I'm used to more grungy looks, so I just wanted to do a little something to add a little bit more texture. And then with these buttons, I'm just going to kind of line them up to see where I want them to be. And then I'm just going to OCD draw a little red dot and then use a gray face paint to act as a fake pin, a faux pin. And then it's actually a really cool technique here is to add a little bit of a shadow mark with some brown eyeshadow to kind of make it look like it's actually three-dimensional, which is fun. But where we placed or want to place the buttons, I'm going to add a little bit of Prozade to those areas, and then I'm just going to press the pins right at the pins. What are these? No, they're not pins, they're buttons. Press the buttons right onto the face where I want those buttons to be. Buttons, buttons, buttons. And yeah, so they're kind of acting as fake eyes. So you get a little bit more realistic. You guys can take this technique to kind of glue them on your brows instead and kind of do the makeup from there. But we're going to do this side on that side. So I'm just going to create a fake eyebrow. And so I'm using a cream white face paint, and I'm going to just apply that above the button, and that's going to add a faux brow. But once you get that highlight in there, you want to add some shadow. So I'm going to go in with a brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to sweep it from my natural brow bone over the brow. And I really did like the dimension it gave, but I also felt like a gingerbread cookie. But it's cool. So I'm putting some black scleras, all black, to kind of hide my natural eye, and then we're adding black face paint around my eye in a circle as well to further hide my natural eye, to kind of sell this illusionary makeup a little bit better for when we put the buttons down again. I just removed them, and I glued them back on again because I couldn't get the brush underneath the button. So do the button after the black, and then now I'm just kind of deepening up the contours. Since the buttons are so black, I feel like the contours need to be a little bit darker. Then you're gonna floof your hair, and I also filled in my mouth with black, which I'm kind of regretting now. I thought it would be a cute idea, but then I was like, yeah, I don't really like it. But I think that this tutorial has some stuff that you guys can kind of take away from and kind of do your own with the techniques I've shown you. But yeah, not my favorite, but it's okay. We all have off days. It's all good. I'm adding just a little bit more stitches around the neck, and that kind of finishes off the tutorial. I threw on that burlap that I bought from Hobby Lobby, and I just turned it into a little bit of a vest. Oh, highlight your face some more. And then I turned it to a little bit of a vest, but then that's a finished voodoo doll. It's fun. I like it a little bit. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye, friends.